Welcome back to the channel. It's a new episode, and today we are working on getting Keelan's E36 back rolling again. It's getting very close to cage time, so as we said in our previous episodes, it will be going to Dooley Fabrication to get the full cage done. It's going to be an exciting enough cage as well, so we're looking forward to that. I think Keelan's going with his NASCAR bars in the doors and all that sort of stuff. So our plan today is to get the car back rolling, get the doors back on it, and get the windows out of it. I think we're going to keep the back window for now. We'll keep the back window in it. We're talking about using polycarbonate windows. Maybe it is down the road. We're on a budget, so we can't go too mad. And again, Keelan's only 16, so Keelan's not doing too bad. For his age, he's doing a pretty good job on it, and we are working it. So the plan is get it back rolling today. And if you've seen him on the previous episodes, I need to go and get some bolts for the front subframe, because whoever was at it before put short ones, long ones, different threads into it. It's just a nightmare. So we're going to go to the boneyard and we're going to get 4 original subframe bolts, just so we know they're the right thread, right length, everything. So we're going to do that. And Keelan has the back end assembled in his car. He done it during the week, and he done a bit of a time lapse of doing that. So we will cut to that next, and you'll see basically the back end going back together. And I'll do a couple of montages here of how it looks when it's back in. The back end done, and we want everybody in the comments to let us know, what do you think? I think it's a pretty good job, Keelan. Are you happy?
Yep. Yeah.
You're very happy?
Yeah.
I sort of have to, Abby is working on something there, but we can't sort of, so if you can move in there now, so we don't really give away what we're up to.
No.
Well, yeah, so what have we done?
Painted absolutely everything. I got new pads, new discs, painted the calipers, painted the subframe, anti-roll bar, everything, the new bushings.
So we've got the strong flex bushings in here. So basically all strong flex for your suspension side.
Yeah.
And of course, we thought when we were ordering the strong flex that we had enough, but we didn't. But thanks to E36, they sorted us out.
Yeah.
And they sorted it out with a front anti-roll bar as well.
They sponsored that.
They sponsored that, so fair play to them, and they sent us a load of stickers.
Yeah, thanks very much for them.
And so basically, you got new drop links as well.
I did. I went in and got them off Longford Car Parts there this morning.
So Longford Car Parts sorted us out with them. The whole back end is going to need a bad tracking though, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's going to be.
Everything's off,
but that's to be expected.
Yeah.
We probably will be needing a lot more of these bushes because we are building Abby's car as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully the guys in Garage 36 can help us out. But no, this looks really, really well. The only thing is, as I said to you earlier on, the blue is class, but when you have hands like these...
You can see it there, I couldn't even get... You can see a bit there, you can't really get all the dirt off them.
Yeah. But it looks very well.
From a distance?
From a distance.
I'm sure it's a working car, it's not a show car.
Exactly. Yeah, it looks very, very well. Yeah. So we're not putting the diff in, we're not putting any shafts in or anything like that. We're just getting it rolling. So I think the back of it is ready for wheels. Then we need to move on to the front, as it says earlier on, the subframe bolts.
Yeah.
Go over to the boneyard and we'll get 4 genuine ones, and at least we know they're right. We'll throw them into it, and I think we should start working on the front end then. What are you working on?
My secret project.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Show me your hands. That's the job for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go and do that. I think you need to paint the front hubs.
Yeah, well, the sandblast them. I have makeshift sandblaster boat there, dog kennel.
The dog kennel is your sandblasting boot, yeah?
Yeah.
So we still have sand that Martin Glennon gave us, and we still have Keith Healy's blaster. Keith, we'll bring it back to you soon. We're not just finished yet.
So you get back on this.
Right, okay, I'll go over to the boneyard, get these, and you can be blasting your few bits.
Oh, yeah.
Keenan was just asking me, for people, E36 people who might know, this weight is off the subframe. What is it used for? Because it is heavy enough. Do we put it back on? Do we need it? Let us know. It goes on the subframe, let's say the engine side. I don't know. Do we need to put it back on? Is it something to sort of counteract the weight of the diff sitting in the subframe? We're not sure. So if anybody knows, do let us know. Do we put it back on? Do we not put it back on? Let us know in the comments. So I'm just back from our spare parts department, the boneyard, and I've got the subframe bolts for the front. And whoever owned this car, well, we know the previous owner didn't do any work on it, so whoever owned it before the previous owner, who even are ye? This is what they had holding the subframe in. As you can see, the difference in the lengths and the tread as well. So as you can see, the difference in the treads, and they just rammed these into it, so they have all the treads in the chassis all damaged now. So we're either going to have to get a tap and re-tap it, or just gently encourage these in and try and fix the treads in it. But if you think that's not all, Keelan, take over.
Yeah. So we're trying to get this disc off so I can sandblast this, and I put on the Allen key into this, and I was wrong. I was round. So I don't think an Allen key works when it's round.
So Keelan's trying to get this out now. He's heated it and everything, and it's just a complete mess. So it's just, these are slow processes. So thankfully I've got the original bolts back in the subframe. The treads were ruined from putting different bolts into it. So whoever was at this car before, well done, because you were rough. But I've got the original bolts back in, so I laced them with copper grease, and they were treading in a certain amount, so I just gently sort of threaded them in and backed them out, and just kept doing that just to try and clean the thread back up in the chassis. And they've gone back in lovely, thank God. And that is our subframe back in, finished in a nice matte black. Our anti-roll bar back in with the Garage 36 bushings on the front. And we are working on building up the front of it now. Keelan is in his spray booth up there, you can see him. He is blasting the front hubs. So we'll get them blasted and we're going to satin black them. Coilovers in the front, they're just your probably average FK coilover. Realistically, a nice set of BCs in there or HSDs would be very, very nice, but again, that isn't that, you know, they're expensive, so these will do fine. When I started out my career, I was running them. I ran them for a good while, and I suppose when you learn your car and outdrive your car, I think that's when you need to go start changing, and you know, changing your coilovers, maybe going extra lock, steering tires, things like that. So they're all stuff that when you start to improve, I think myself, you start adding all them things. So if you start building the car and you're starting from scratch, don't go crazy spending money. You know, drive the car, learn the car, and then any changes you make after that, then you'll find the improvements time and time again. So as I said, these will do fine. The threads is all fine, they are adjusting. So yeah, we hopefully will get this back rolling today. I actually need to work on the steering rack now and get the steering attached back up to the steering wheel in the car, so we'll be able to turn our wheels then when we have it rolling. So Keelan is currently working blasting the front hubs, and we're just going to blast these as well, the 46 arms that's in his car. We're going to blast them and just hit them with a bit of satin black just to tidy them up and have it all looking well. Diesel is here helping us. This is Keelan, one of Keelan's dogs. Hello, Diesel. You don't want to talk to the camera? Of course you do. You're so fluffy! Okay. Diesel's a good help to us. Always getting in the way. And yeah. Okay, so I'm going to bring these arms down to Keelan and get him to blast them. And we'll hit them with a bit of black paint. And the front is coming on quite well. What's up? Okay, so Keelan, you're busy blasting, you are.
Yeah.
Sand your eyes.
Everywhere, yeah.
Show us the arm after blasting. You're very proud of it, aren't you?
Yeah.
That is a very handy little blaster, isn't it?
Yeah. Does the right job on it.
It's just, and they look actually,
And at least the stickers and all on it.
these stickers and all, very, very good.
They're E36 arms.
They are E36 arms, yeah. E46 and M, it looks like it's
Sport package.
only with E46 Sport package. What does that mean?
That's an M Sport arm, is it?
Probably is an M Sport arm, yeah. Let us know in the comments. But that's a very good job. As you seen from the time lapse there, I was just prepping. This is the steering rack that we got off one of my spare cars, and just masked this up. And I was telling Keelan the story about rack spacers. So with the extra lock, we're thinking of putting in rack spacers. Some of you may know what they are, some of you may not know what they are. But I was just saying to Keelan, like, for the extra lock, to put the rack spacers on here between, basically, yeah. So you'll be putting the rack spacers, your rack spacers will be going something, you know, it'll be spacing this out. So what I'm thinking is when Keelan's on full lock, his steering rack isn't fully on lock, if that makes sense, doesn't it?
Just, yeah.
So like
Confusing enough, but
yeah, so like the steering rack is not on full lock. So let's say if it goes nearly off the cog, that your steering, when you're on full lock, that your steering rack is locked, sort of, so you have to sort of pull the steering back. So we're thinking by adding in a little space, 2 spacers here, that it doesn't put the steering rack under as much pressure on full lock, you know. So then when we put in the spacers,
it's keeping this barrel pushed back in another little bit, so then
Exactly.
when you turn, then it's just not letting it out as far.
yes, that's
That's basically the handy way of saying that.
correct and right.
Oh.
So, and then I suppose with the spacers in, then we're going to be protruding out this way, so we'll just make it up then on the track rod inside, you know, just the back end. So a simple trick, some people buy rack spacers, but I actually bought a kit off a lad years ago, and his spacers were €2 coins. So Keelan, if you hold that up there, so when you punch the centre of the €2 coin out, it fits on over it. So basically it's €4 each side.
Yep.
So €4 each side, and they are just the perfect little spacers. That's what I used before. Some people might tell us that we're totally wrong, but do let us know in the comments, because I used it before my old E36 and it worked an absolute treat. So life hack, don't go buying rack spacers, just knock the centres out €2.
Yep.
So that's our plan for this. So people might tell us different. We might not need to use these. Do let us know in the comments, but I'm thinking this is what we use just to take the pressure off the rack, so the rack isn't on full lock. So Keelan has one hub done, or one arm done, and now I just need to start stripping down the other one while he is blasting the steering rack. They're no good anymore because I cut them on an angle grinder, so they go in the bin. Let's see, hopefully Keelan doesn't have, hopefully I don't have the same trouble as Keelan had now with the stud holding on the disc being wrong. So I'm just going to strip this down, and hopefully we don't run into any trouble. And as I says, in this episode we need to get this car back on all 4. So let's just clip to another little bit of a time lapse here and see how I get on with this. So thankfully our little stud came out quite easily, so that's good news. So I've just stripped down now. The shield was all bent, so straightened it as best as I could, and as you can hear from the compressor on the background, so Keelan is flat out blasting, so we will send this down to him to get blasted now. You look like some outfit with that on your head, huh?
Sauce, I'm going into your eyes on there, so just can't get it off this end here.
Right, but still it has cleaned that up. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we would have screwed it or something like that. Should we have it with that?
Clean it up, be alright, hit a bit of paint, huh?
Yeah.
But it is a big improvement though.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was just saying in this episode it'll be tight, get the whole front back on.
Yeah.
But we'll do our very best because we have a lot of painting to do, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Right, and I was just saying there about the rain outside is horrible, but anyway.
And the compressor going.
And the compressor going. An awful racket, sure. Huh? Right, so. Are we ready for paint yet? Oh, you have one more hub to do.
Yeah, and a wishbone.
And a wishbone, right.
Yeah.
We'll leave you at it, so. So we just ran out of sand and I just had to wire wheel this arm just to tidy it up. And did anybody, let us know in the comments, did anybody ever polish these E36 arms? I know this is my show sort of theory coming out, but I'd say like if you had the correct sandpapers and polished that would come out very, very shiny. But we're painting these black anyway, but that would be very, very cool if you had that like a chrome finish and lacquer over it. It would be very cool. But anyway, we're hitting it with black. And we have the steering rack painted, our front hubs and the other arms. So it is just this arm to paint. We're ready to go, Ken, aren't we?
Yeah.
Have you enough done for today?
No, still have another bit to do.
I'm telling you. So we're waiting for these to dry. Hopefully they will be dried in time that we can start putting them back into the car.
Yeah.
And yeah, right. Gonna keep going here, get this painted, get them dried, and we need to reassemble the hubs, put the disc backs on, calipers, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Or do you know what? You could even leave the calipers off for now if you wanted it. We're just getting it rolling. Yeah. I think I'll paint this. I think you should let the car back down off the lift, and we need to
tidy up a bit of sand as well, don't we?
tidy up a bit of sand everywhere. Yeah, and we need to get the steering column back in. And yeah, get the steering column back in and a few little bits, so let's crack on. So while we're waiting for the paint to dry on all our arms, as you see in the little montage there, we're working on taking out the sunroof. Sunlight is shining through the door there. It was raining earlier on in the episode and now it's
sunny.
Summer.
Ireland for it.
But there is a lot of weight in the sunroof, so Killen is working on getting that out, and it'll be good to see the weight actually when we do get it out. But I know when I took mine out on my old E36 it was heavy. The only thing is you were looking at sunroof blanks, weren't you?
Yeah.
Now some people are completely agricultural and they just pop rivet in thing, but we won't be doing that. So if anybody knows any E36 blanks for sunroofs, do comment below, let us know.
Or
so
you can put in the other one I used to tiger seal it in.
Yeah, that's what I done with my old one, put it in and tiger sealed it in, and it never gave any trouble. And I'd say if you flip the car 10,000 times with tiger seal,
no, stuff won't break.
That won't come out. I was actually windscreen bond. That is crazy stuff. But yeah. Do you need a hand there? You do?
No, I get in packed and done.
Perfect.
Good tang tool bits on them, it won't break, hopefully, like the last ones.
Tang tool haven't come on board yet, but hopefully when they see our video they will.
Yeah.
We've proven that all other bits don't work and tang tool do, so
yeah. Tang tool are the way to go.
Hopefully.
I've had a good few tang tools. Tang tools there, they've never given me a bit of bother.
So if tang tools see this, do send us some tools, please.
Yeah. Screwdrivers as I love them.
How heavy is that?
Enough, I suppose. Yeah, it's a good bit of weight in that.
Huh?
7 kilos, will it be? Around that, 5-7 kilos.
Yeah. You don't have a scales to weigh that, no.
No, I had one for the cattle there, but my cousin has it at the moment. So when it comes back, we might throw something onto it.
Yeah, we might weigh up what we have taken out of it, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that is a good bit of weight there.
Yeah. There's lots of room for the cage now.
And you you haven't ordered your kit yet, no?
The body kit?
Yeah.
No.
But again, when the kit comes, there will be a lot taken out of your quarter panels and out of your wings as well. Do you know what? Like, that is actually... I know there's some holes in the wings where somebody decided to cable tie something on. I was going to say, like, that is a very good wing if somebody wanted it, but somebody's drilled holes in it.
Yeah.
Because, like, you'd probably be cutting all of this out. It'd be a shame to cut up a good wing too, like, you know.
Wood.
But, no, somebody put...
Rooters.
We'll let you read that.
I didn't write that.
Oh. Right, we get this out, so that's done, and we need to take out the back windows as well. You're just making your spacers, Kaelin, yeah?
Yeah.
Just your hard man of money, huh?
Aye. I wonder if you can still bring it into the shop. See what you want to say is to yours.
Sure, like.
Try doing this for the crack.
Exactly. I wonder, is it only €1 now, though, seeing as the middle is over?
It's only half.
That is a perfect little hack there. As you can see, then your €2 sits on perfect as a rack spacer, or as a spacer for your inner tie rod. But as it says here in the episode, what do you think? Should we do this? Should we not do it? But let us know. And we just need to straighten them a little bit with the hammer.
Yep.
And lovely. So I suppose when it tightens in anyway, it should straighten them. But that is a life hack there. Maybe some people knew about it already, but if you didn't, there you go.
Handy enough done.
Handy enough done. Well, yeah. Do another one now. And so for a total of
€8.
€8.
Rack spacers.
You have racks.
Free shipping.
And free shipping. Oh, very good.
Oh.
There you have your rack spacers.
Could have bought a bag of sweets with that bananas.
Yeah, you could have bought a couple of bags of sweets with it. But look, takes the pressure off your steering rack.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting for these to dry. They actually are drying pretty good now. We painted them with matte black. Oh, they do look dry enough to go back in. While we're waiting for them to dry, as you've seen, we took down the sunroof and we just got the steering column back in. Steering column's back in, just put a bit of grease in that because they can be a pain to get off. So we've a bit of grease on that. And then we need to get our column thing down here to the steering rack. Where is that actually, Kieran? Your knuckle. Oh, it's on your old rack, is it?
Could be.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it is. It's over here somewhere. Put it anywhere.
So this is it on your, it's not on your old rack, no.
No.
We do need to get out your old rack though and take off the track rod ends off that. And hopefully this new rack that we've done isn't leaking. It's probably in the box of spares, Keelan, I'd say.
Could be, yeah.
In the spare parts. There it is. Perfect.
Yep.
So we'll put lots of grease in there because they do seize in there, it's aluminium.
Aye,
So.
it was seized when I tried to get it out. You can see the marks of the screwdriver down there.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get a bit of grease in that and we'll get that put back in. Okay, that was That was a record time.
Yeah, quick enough now.
Quick enough. But all the wheels are back on. We didn't put the brake calipers in the front. There's no need yet. We just basically wanted to get it rolling and steering. And we've all back in. That was a bit of a pain to get in, but I got it in. But everything else, so look at how clean it looks. The coilovers is the only thing now, just letting it down a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
We might do something with that though.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at how clean that looks.
Looks tidy now.
Does look very tidy. And a lot of work went into that, Keelan. And then,
Yeah, took a while, like.
but then in the space of an hour,
Yeah, put it back together less.
put it back together.
Even
So our favourite thing more than building a car is copper grease.
Copper grease, yeah.
Everything, all our nuts and bolts are all copper greased, and just leave it easy for us for getting them out again. We put the drop links back in. They're sitting a bit funny, aren't they, Keelan?
Yeah. So it's a nice settle
As you
down.
can see, they're sitting a bit funny there. I don't know, when the car comes down, they may straighten out, but again, with the E36 arm onto an E36 roll bar, I don't know. But we'll see how that goes. But everything is back in and tightened up. Keelan has his wheels on, and it's coming on. We also have the windows out in the back. Windows are out in the back. The sunroof is out. Back end is all painted. Look how cool that looks. So this car is really, really coming on. It was a busy day, Keelan. It was a very busy day. I liked BBS wheel in green.
Yeah, same. It looks cool.
I wonder what do people say in the comments.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I wonder what it'd be like now when we have our other colour on the car.
Mm-hmm.
Different colour, what would it look like? I say it looks cool now.
They do look very nice. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Do they look nice?
Yeah.
What colour should you paint them? And also, what do you think of the job that Keelan has done on the car? That's the biggest question.
Yeah.
But you're going to let it down now,
I'm going to roll it.
and we're going to roll it for the first time in how many weeks?
Well, that must be a month nearly, is it?
Must be over a month, yeah.
A month more even, yeah.
Okay, so Keelan's going to let it down, and we are going to have this rolling in.
Whenever we get down on the ground, I suppose. Take a while. A few moments later.
What did you just say?
I said Houston, we have landed.
Touchdown. So does it roll?
It does. Yeah, I just have to. Yes, it does roll.
So we just need to pull out the ramps. It's so light. Huh?
It'd be handy if it was like that now. And if it was drifting, push it over.
Well, I suppose when your big lump goes back into it, and Abby, what are you doing?
Taking a picture of that car.
So when the big M52 goes back into it, and the gearbox and the E30 flywheel, but this is ready for duty fabrication.
Yeah.
There may be a few little bits and pieces. Again, the wire, and we've talked about that, but I think we may be sending it off to get it wired.
Yeah.
Because it's just an absolute mess that we don't need half of it. So I think when you're going this far,
Go out the rest of it.
go out the rest of the way. But this is going to be an unbelievable car when it's done.
It's hard, stiff, like.
Well, that's, you see, with all your bushings.
Yeah.
You know, as I said to Keelan earlier on, that car is going to be so firm now, like.
And we'll just look at
There's
it.
something actually wrong here, Keelan. Something massive wrong there. We need to go down at least another 4 foot in the back. But it's nice to see the progress, and hopefully everybody that has been watching it,
Yeah.
you know, it's nice to see that now. Yeah, we're so close. Well, we're not so close, but we are.
There's still a bit of work, but look at.
We are getting there, like.
Yeah. Another step.
Okay, so that's us done in the shed for today. That was a long day.
It was.
Abby, you were working away as well.
I was, yeah.
And Keelan, are you happy?
Very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice feeling.
It is.
And I suppose you want to thank Garage 36.
Garage 36, yeah, for the sponsored front anti-roll bar bushings, and they sent over
Loads of stickers.
loads of stickers and subframe bushings for the back. They sent them over and I stuck for them.
Yeah, so thanks very much, lads, for that. We were stuck for them and they had them in no time. So if
Within 3 or 4 days they had them from England.
exactly. So if anybody is building a car and you BMW or anything and you're stuck, do give the boys a message because they understand, I think, Keelan.
Yeah, they just know the drill. Like.
Yeah, because it did hold us up. Like 3 or 4 days is not bad to be held up. Like it could be a lot worse. So that's you done for now.
That's for now, yeah. Well,
Your car is rolling and your lift is free.
Yeah.
So I think you have a couple of jobs to do with the lift now while it is free.
Yeah, I have now Rusty IS 200 on as well, so
Oh.
you're put around like that.
Ooh.
No.
Rusty Eyes 200s. And then it's over to this girl, Wednesday, 9 p.m. This girl has one of your big reveals.
One. Just one.
Just one. One big reveal for her, more work for us.
Yep.
But she's super excited. It's gone from 0 to 100 in a couple of weeks. And I think we need to give the guys in Garage E36 as well. We need to
36.
Garage 36, E36, Garage E36. Garage 36, I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, we need to get on to them. We need to get some bushings for Abby's car as well. And we are busy. We have months of work going ahead. But look, hope you enjoyed the episode. We are going to relax and get some dirty takeaway.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Bye!
Bye.
What have people to do?
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the push notifications, and look at our TikToks as well. Instagram, Facebook, the whole lot. Now.
Good night and God bless.
Yeah.